for Hamas, the only hope of survival at this point is Joe Biden, because if Israel doesn't have Joe Biden holding them back, then Hamas gets destroyed. That's why this week I introduced the No Funds For Gaza Act to prevent the administration from building in or spending your tax dollars to rebuild the Gaza Strip. Hey everybody, I hope that you all had a great weekend. As always, I'm here with an update on what's happened in Washington, D.C. this week. This week was a little bit of a short one, but a lot happened in our fight for a safer, more secure, and more prosperous America, which is what we all want. We want an America first, an America that we love, that's everywhere that we know that it can be to. So let's get started on how we worked on that. First up, I want to talk about the southern border, which is not everything that it should be, thanks to Joe Biden. There is no way to sugarcoat this. The cartels and the migrants are taking advantage of a broken immigration system here in the U.S. This isn't news to anybody. As a result, we have at least 6.3 million illegal aliens flocking to our southern border. In fact, this number includes nearly 2 million what we call got-away migrants who are known to have crossed the border but were not arrested, and at least 130 suspected terrorists. These are serious numbers that we're talking about here. Under current law, if an illegal immigrant comes to the southern border waving their hands and claiming that they want to seek asylum, the Border Patrol officers have no option but to let them through. In fact, this process is made so simple that they can seek asylum once they arrive using an app, just like how you would order food delivery from Uber or something like that. Now, once these self-claimed asylum seekers are admitted into our country, they're able to remain in the United States until their cases are heard out in court. But because there are so many backlog cases, on average it takes more than 4 years before a case is heard. Until then, they are just completely set free into our country, into our state, into our counties. Obviously, this is not how the immigration process should work. To make it better for we, the people of the United States of America, whom our government is meant to serve. That is why the House passed a resolution this week denouncing the Biden administration's immigration policies, which are total garbage. And you may be thinking, great, another resolution, so what? Well, during a week when Joe Biden is apologizing for accurately using the word illegal to describe Laken Riley's murderer, it's critical that we remind him and America that his open border policy is costing Americans lives. What he said he was going to do on day one if he got into office, that he did do: get rid of Remain in Mexico, stop the border wall, those things that President Trump put into place to make America safer for Americans, not for illegal immigrants, not for terrorists that want to come in, you name it, but to make things better for we, the people of the U.S. He said he was going to dismantle those things day one, and he did dismantle those things day one. I will continue to hold him accountable for his utter failure to keep Americans safe. I want to switch gears. Since October 7, Joe Biden has made it clear he is more interested in appeasing the far-left pro-Hamas activists than siding with the only democracy in the Middle East, whether it's setting a red line for Israel on where they can or cannot attack, or making decisions without Israel being at the table. In fact, just last week, Joe Biden announced that he will direct the American military to build a port in Gaza. With whose money do you think? Your money. Guess who that's going to benefit? Hamas, the terrorists in the Gaza Strip, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, Al-Aqsa Martyrs Brigade, all those terrorist groups. That's who it's going to benefit. And this is absolutely ludicrous and insane to make you all pay for that. For Hamas, the only hope of survival at this point is Joe Biden, because if Israel doesn't have Joe Biden holding them back, then Hamas gets destroyed. That's why this week I introduced the No Funds For Gaza Act to prevent the administration from building in or spending your tax dollars to rebuild the Gaza Strip. This has gone on for years, that your tax dollars have been sent to the Gaza Strip in the name of aid to rebuild infrastructure and things like that. But those dollars actually have been used to build the tunnels that hostages are literally being held in as we speak. But right now, Joe Biden wants to go and take your money and build a new port for them in Gaza. As your representative, I will continue to make sure that that doesn't happen because it's just not wise. It's idiotic, it's stupid, it doesn't help America, it doesn't help our allies. I want to switch gears to a little bit more of what happened on the House floor this week. The House voted on the Protecting Americans from Foreign Adversary Controlled Applications Act to stop China from using TikTok to spy on Americans. Here's why I voted yes. Now, as you may know, TikTok is owned by the Chinese Communist Party affiliated company called ByteDance. In China, that company is absolutely controlled by the CCP. The oppressive regime in China has all of the tools to force ByteDance to hand over any of the data that they collect through TikTok and then use the data to target Americans to spread propaganda. It is factual that this is taking place. Now, in response, this bill gives TikTok the opportunity to cut ties with ByteDance. They have to cut ties with their parent company that is Chinese Communist Party owned, or they will face a ban. They don't face an immediate ban. They have the opportunity to cut ties with the Chinese Communist Party. This bill passed with overwhelming bipartisan support. It's a good thing because TikTok is a serious national security issue. Now, whether it's the Chinese spy balloon or the Chinese government buying up American farmland near military bases, Beijing has made its intention clear. They want to undermine the United States. They want to spy on Americans. They want to manipulate the economy in any way that they can. We will not let them succeed. I will continue to fight the Chinese Communist Party at every single turn, and this bill, it's a necessary step to move and do exactly that. In that, as I always say, it's an honor to serve you. I hope that you all have a great weekend. I look forward to seeing you all around, and you all take care. Hey everyone, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed the video, please click like and subscribe. I will be back on YouTube with more exclusive content, so stay tuned.